All right. Tilly, if you want to be in this, stop. Ow. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to our channel, Two Brothers Outdoors. I'm glad you could join us. Does anybody want this beautiful little face right here? She's a handful.
She is a handful.
All right, guys, so as promised on the last video, we're going to take you into Tim's shop and we're going to sharpen a dull blade. Yep. One that just happened to hit something in the burl like I did. Oops. Stop now.
Yeah, that baby was throwing some sparks.
So it's a good blade to sharpen. Yep. And we're going to take you through the process of checking and setting the teeth as well.
Absolutely.
All right. So all you guys that are thinking about getting sharpeners or
Tooth setters
are wondering about it, that's what these videos are for. These two sharpeners that we're showing you, they're not expensive at all. And I tell you, they pay for themselves pretty quick. All right, guys, let's go in here and check this out. And maybe the dog will leave us alone. We can shut the door
so she don't maul me.
All right, guys, let's go sharpen some blades. All right, so this is Tim's tooth setter. This is also made by Woodland Mills. And didn't you get a discount on the tooth setter if you bought the tooth setter and the
I did.
sharpener together?
I did. Yeah, it's like 15% off if you bought the tooth setter and the sharpener at the same time.
All right, that was great. Yep. All right, so he's getting this set up, and then we'll show you how he checks and sets the teeth. I'd like to mention, too, that a lot of people freak out about setting their teeth. Oh, the tooth set, the tooth set, the tooth. That's all you ever hear. I'll sharpen a blade 3-4 times before I ever even check the set.
I don't think the tooth set goes that quick.
Well, as long as you're not sharpening it aggressively, like taking a lot of tooth off.
Yeah, obviously, as you sharpen, you're going to be taking this edge off right here.
Right.
So as you take that edge off with the tooth that's either going this way or straight up, you're going to be taking a little bit of that kerf out of there. But when I've set these, I've cut back on them a little bit so they're not so aggressive.
Right.
But it seems to be doing a lot better than what they recommended. I cut back a little more.
Right.
But it seems to be doing a lot better.
But I noticed even on my sharpener, like I said, I just take a tiny bit off when I'm sharpening, just enough to make it sharp. And I'll check the tooth set on like the 4th or 5th sharpening. A lot of times the teeth are still great. They're still within spec. Okay, so on this tooth setter, you see the tooth runs through here. And we got a dial indicator set up, and it's zeroed. There's one tooth that's straight, one tooth that's left, one tooth that's right. And the dial indicator is zeroed on the straight tooth right now. So what Tim's going to do is he's going to roll that through slowly, and we can check the teeth and see if they're within spec. Can you roll it through just a little bit? Okay. Read the dial indicator upside down, actually. Yep. But what it's doing is he's checking each tooth set, and it's supposed to be within a certain spec one way and a certain spec the other way. Yep. If it's out of spec, then what he does is he rolls it through with the dial indicator, and he squeezes these handles right here.
28.
And it sets the tooth. And then when it goes back, the dial indicator tells him how much the set is and whether or not it's in spec.
28.
Well, it's a pretty quick operation. How long does it take you usually to do
this?
Yeah.
Maybe 3 minutes, 5 minutes.
Right.
Doesn't take long at all.
So he's going to get these teeth set, and then we're going to get it all set up on the sharpener. Let's see if we can get a good picture of this. Okay, so let's see if I can show you what this has done. Now, if you look at this tooth right here, it's leaning this way. This tooth is leaning this way. And this tooth is straight. Now the purpose of this and this tooth is to open the gap wide enough so the blade passes through the log without any friction. This tooth right here carries the sawdust out. These also carry sawdust out, but not like this one. This guy right here is the one that carries the majority of the sawdust out, the straight one. All right, so the teeth are set, and now he's going to set it up on the sharpener. Now this is the Woodland Mill Sharpener. It runs off a 12 volt, so you could actually set this up in the field if you had a portable mill and you need to sharpen a blade while you're out. And it also comes with the wheel. This is the same type of wheel that comes with the Hud-son sharpener. You can get the option with the blade, or you can get the option with the diamond wheel, is what I did, but I also got 2 of these blades with the sharpener when I bought it, because the Hud-son sharpener also can use that style blade.
So the other day, I was experimenting, because if you look on the back here,
yeah,
you have 14, 10, and 7 degree where you can do the head.
Okay.
So I was curious.
Let me get that on there.
All right. No,
I just want to. Where the hell's it at? Oh, there it is down there.
Yeah, it's right down here.
Okay. So you got a little pointer right there. So you can do 7 degree, 10 degree, or 14 degree blades.
Right.
I see.
So the other day I was doing an experiment on an old blade.
Yep.
So I had a 10 degree, an old 10 degree blade that was wore down pretty good.
Right.
So what I did was I put that on 7 degree.
Uh-huh.
And I resharpened this on 7 because I wanted to try and see how the 7 cuts. So
okay.
See how it made the tooth. This is a 10 degree. See how that's more of a slant?
I see the tooth has got more of a slant to it.
And this one is straighter up and shorter.
I see that. But you haven't tried it yet.
No, not yet. Like I said, experimental stages.
Yeah, so you can actually sharpen a 10 degree to a 7 degree if you wanted to.
Correct.
Or 14 degree if you decided to.
Correct. I don't know what the 14 would do, though.
It'd be pretty aggressive.
I don't think my saw could probably run a 14.
All right, so are you all set up here?
Nope, I gotta get it set up.
Okay.
Give me just a minute.
Okay, so this is an automatic sharpener. Once he gets it set up, he can walk away from it. So he's got to get everything adjusted so that the cam works in conjunction with the teeth. Okay, he's got it adjusted, so now it will sharpen the way it's supposed to.
Right.
We're going to start it here in just a second.
This switch advances the blade.
Okay.
This switch turns on your grinder. You have to set the grinder up in this little pin right here. Now I've already got this adjusted. This is adjusted how deep the gullet is.
Mm-hmm.
This is just how much edge you want to take off of the tooth. Now I might have to work with it as it's going. I got a preliminary set, but I want to fine tune it as it goes.
Okay.
All right. So we'll give it a whirl and see what we got. And the whole thing is you only want to take a little bit off of the edge. You don't want to really go in deep.
Right.
Deep into the gullet.
Okay, so what this is doing, if you can see the shiny spots right here, it's hitting the face of the tooth and doing some of the gullet and then coming up before it hits the back of the tooth.
There we go. I think we got it. So, after a couple of these go, I have this handy dandy tool that turns off the thing automatically when it goes around. But if you see on here, I've got the 8th tooth.
Right.
So that means the 8th tooth. And believe me, guys, you do not have to. You do not grind the crap out of these blades. Just touch it. That's all you need to do. Yeah, that's pretty well set right there.
Now this is so he can set this, walk away from it, and what he's getting ready to set up on there.
Alright, so this will automatically turn off the switch. So I gotta go back. I count the gullets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I set this on the skillet here. Pinch that down on that. So when this comes around, it will hit these two switches, the grinder and the advancer.
All right. So you're gonna watch it, and then we'll watch it shut it off when it comes all the way around. As soon as we get enough teeth advanced through there, I'll show you what the tooth looks like. You can see some of these teeth. Like, see this shiny part on this teeth right here? That's because it hit something. That one did too. Something was in that burrow, maybe some stones or something buried in the bark. Because Tim made the first cut on that burrow, and that's what we got.
Now while this is sharpening, you guys notice on my blade, sharpen them. I'll take a Sharpie. I write the date, put resharp on there, time, the date, and the degree of the blade. So this one is obviously a 7 degree, which I just did.
Right.
This one is a 10 degree. And I just sharpened on the 19th. For 19 and 10 o'clock.
It'll say Ricky resharp on them.
These are Timmy resharps. Hey!
What's nice about the Woodland Mill Sharpener is that he set up a blade here to sharpen, and he can go do something else or start teeth on the next blade. Either way, it doesn't sit there and tie you up. I can sharpen the blade faster than this can. So if you're in a hurry, my sharpener works better. Okay, so here we are 2.5 hours later. No, not really that long. We're coming in on the end of the line. See where these teeth are nicely sharp. And there it is. Hit the end of the line, it shuts off all by itself. That is the Woodland Mills Grind Lux 4000. We'll get you a price on that and a two-setter here in just a second. All right, so the grinder has completed its task. The teeth are sharp. They feel good. The grinder from Woodland Mills, as you see it right here, that's with the stand and everything, correct?
Yes.
Is $749. Then the two-setter that we showed you earlier is $299. And if you get both together as a bundle, they're $898.
It's 150 bucks off.
So it ain't too bad to be able to sharpen your own blades and set your own teeth for $898. And like I said, these things will pay for themselves in a hurry.
So I pull it off. This one's going back on the mill, so I probably shouldn't do this, but 328, 10 degree, 3 sharp.
I thought you wanted to try the 7 degree next.
Well, right now I don't have anything on there, so we can try it. Hey, we switched.
Alright guys, thanks for coming along with us on this video, and I hope these videos help, and I hope that seeing how these band sharpeners work, you're maybe not so intimidated by sharpening your own sawmill bands.
Absolutely.
It has saved us a lot of money in the long run. These sharpeners have paid for themselves very fast.
You know, and if you have questions, feel free. You know, put it in the comments below. If you have any questions, Rick answers those questions within 24 hours.
I try to answer them right away.
You know, and if you need help with something, don't be afraid to ask. That's what we're here for.
All right, guys. Thanks for coming along. I did put the price of the Woodland Mills sharpener and the tooth setter, and they have a bundle package, like we said.
Yeah. So
I did put that price in there, and I think that's about it for today.
Yep.
Tilly don't want to end it here. All right, guys. Thanks for coming along with this. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, hit that subscription button.
Those likes, guys, keep them likes coming, each and every single one of them. We appreciate it. We'd love to see them go through the roof. And don't forget about the notifications bell. You do not want to miss any of our videos or future videos. Or if you want to go watch the ones in the past, you can go back to our playlist. So, hey, guys.
Get off me!
Watch my dog attack Uncle Rick.
Stop! Just stop! All right, guys. Until the next one.
See you
She will
later.
eat me later.
Bye-bye.